I thought people wouldn't remember me. You know, I thought it was just passing through. But I learned that afterwards. I'm very surprised. I had so many wrestling fans. They even stop now after 40 years, and they stop in my store and telling me I made their life better. This is Manoli Savinas. I've been in Springfield for 40 years, and I own a jewelry store. A lot of people don't know, but I used to wrestle professional, and my wrestling name was Mike Pappas.
He was our heroes. He was the guys that we was rooting for. He was the guys that made us believe that we could do anything we wanted to do. I mean, you saw him get in the ring against guys that weighed 150, maybe even 200 pounds more than him, and he would go in there and fight the fight. I mean, that encouraged you to do whatever it was that you wanted to do. You believed that you could do anything, that you could be anybody.
Not a lot of guys did the flying maneuvers, the aerial maneuvers that he did. So yeah, Mike Pappas is part of that lineage, the early lineage in the WWF of flying wrestlers.
I was gone for 2-3 weeks, so I was missing my wife and the baby. But since I had the family, now I'm talking about, well, you know, maybe it's time for me to do something else. My name is Manoli Savinas, and I was Mike Pappas, the Flying Greek.
Okay, that was just a taste of a documentary premiering tomorrow at the Fox Theater right here in Springfield. And here is Mike Pappas, the Flying Greek himself, Manoli Savinas. And with him, former WWF Women's World Champion, among so many other things, Medusa. Thank you both for being here.
Well, thank you so much. So good to see you.
It's always good to see you. We've talked many times. I'm getting to meet you for the first time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, kind of, you know, explain a little bit about this documentary.
Well, the best thing is everybody to come and see it. Then they can see exactly what it is. I cannot explain it in 2 minutes here.
True.
But believe me, you're going to have a very good time.
It's also a look kind of at old school wrestling.
That's exactly right.
I mean, things like I grew up with, you know, watching, because I've seen you when I was a young boy wrestling. And Medusa, what's your part in this?
So I was approached by Jason Brazier. He is the director of the film and an amazing man with such great history in filmmaking. And him and I go back in the wrestling business, and me being a wrestler for over 20 years, etc. He said, I have a project and I want to know if you'd like to be a part of it. And I said, absolutely, what is it? He told me the subject, which was Mr. Manoli, and I did my diligence and the history on him, and I said, I have to be involved. Being a pro wrestler myself and giving back on this level, the pro wrestlers and people before myself just didn't get the recognition. So to come out with this documentary, I thought, what a masterpiece. I get to work with the guy, the Flying Greek, Mike Pappas, and be the narrator on the film.
Yeah, and I have to ask you, as Mike Pappas, since obviously, you know, you were there with some mountains in the ring, you had to be the good guy all the time, weren't you?
Well, not only that, even if I try to be the bad guy, the people like me so much, I couldn't be the bad guy.
There you go, there you go.
So,
flying scissors, the flying kicks, the drop kicks.
I was from the first one to do that, and I don't say that. The people now from me, that's what makes me so happy to hear 42 years later.
Yeah, so if you're seeing it now, it started here, in other words.
That's exactly right.
Manoli does not get the credit, nor does a lot of people of that generation get the credit or due to them. And he was so ahead of his time. He was the Flying Greek, and that there alone should tell you what kind of wrestler he was. He was doing things, I mean, so ahead of his time, flying off this, flying off of that, with some spectacular moves. So in this documentary, it shows everything that he did before his time and with Andre the Giant.
and Macho Man and all
Yes.
this.
Macho
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can see, and to give you an idea of the difference in size, if you haven't seen the picture, there's one of Manoli who is sitting in the crook of the arm of Andre the
Yes.
Giant. He's sitting here, and Andre's got him lifted up.
That's exactly
I mean, it's incredible what you went through because, again, this was bare bones wrestling. It did not have all the flash and everything that wrestling does.
Or
at this time.
television or cable, really, back then, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
there was no cable, so a lot of people, like when I wrestled in New York, they didn't know me in Tennessee. But
this was also a neighborhood thing because
Territories.
Yeah, there's so much wrestling. I know I grew up seeing wrestling at the Civic Center in my
Yes.
town,
Yes.
and that's what wrestling. It was almost
Yes.
like barnstorming.
yes, yes.
Yes.
That
yeah.
whole sort of thing. Okay, tell folks when and where they can see this documentary.
It's tomorrow night at the Fox Theater downtown. Be there.
All right, how can people get tickets? Just
Well-
show up.
They can show up or they can come to Manola's Jewelers, and we have tickets there. Manola's Jewelers at 2700 South Glenstone
Okay.
in Springfield, Missouri.
It's right across from the mall.
Absolutely.
You
There's a
can-
general
Across from the
admission
mall.
and a VIP, and there's special packages with the VIP. So please take a look at that. And plus, we're going to have in the VIP section, you get to meet Manolo yourself. There's some little extra surprises and a few signatures from a few people.
Little Q&A.
Little,
that sort of
yes,
thing.
and a Q&A. Absolutely.
Thank you both for being here, and much success on the documentary.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right, very good.
That is
Thank you
December
so much.
10th, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Don't
We'll
forget.
See you there.
We'll be right
Be
back.
there.
Don't make us wrestle you.
That's right.